And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops.
The streets of Minneapolis did not erupt in anger by accident. They filled with grief, disbelief, and outrage. A day after an ICE agent shot and killed a U.S. citizen during a law enforcement operation, protesters returned to the streets demanding answers, demanding accountability.
I hear 3 gunshots, and then I hear a car crash, and then I come out the house. I see this lady hugging the victim. It's the lady wife. So the wife is hugging her victim, hugging her wife and stuff like that. So now when she comes towards me, she got like blood all over her face. She get the crying and stuff in the snow. So now there's blood all in the snow in front of our house. And I could see a lady in the car. Like I wasn't trying to show the video as far as like y'all seeing her, but I could actually see her inside the car and stuff like that. You can see like the wounds and everything, like a whole bunch of blood, the airbag out. It's a whole bunch of blood all over the airbag. And then I asked her what happened. She was like, she was just trying to record. That was it. And they just started shooting at her, this, that, and the third. After a while, they grabbed her body and took her body all the way to the corner. And I don't know what else happened with her after that. But all right here, that's what all I seen so far. That's what I seen with my own eyes.
Now, Minnesota's National Guard is on standby. Governor Tim Walz has authorized the Guard to support local law enforcement, a move state leaders describe as precautionary, not punitive.
I think it's clear to everyone as they saw this that it feels now that Minnesota has been taken out of the investigation. It feels very, very difficult that we will get a fair outcome. And I say that only because people in positions of power have already passed judgment, from the president to the vice president to Kristi Noem, have stood and told you things that are verifiably false, verifiably inaccurate. They have determined the character of a 37-year-old mom that they didn't even don't know. They've determined that the actions are done. I don't know. I've not used inflammatory terms of what happened. I've asked us to find the answers. The only way we find the answers is a thorough investigation by nonpartisan professionals. And so, Minnesotans, I will continue to press that we be part of the investigation, that we do the investigation, so that Minnesotans can trust what the outcome is. I don't have a predetermined notion. Yes, I saw the video. Yes, I saw that. But a thorough investigation will see what happened before that. It will take all factors in, and it will come up with a fair and just conclusion. And we will accept that. Very, very difficult for Minnesotans to think in any way this is going to be fair when Kristi Noem was judge, jury, and basically executioner yesterday. That's very, very difficult to think that they were going to be fair.
Flanagan directly challenged the Trump administration's response, accusing federal leaders of trying to rewrite what millions have already seen on video. She dismissed claims that ICE operations make cities safer, calling that argument complete and utter baloney. Her message to federal immigration agents was blunt: leave Minnesota. Flanagan stopped short of calling for ICE to be abolished, but warned the agency's current model is unconstitutional and must be thrown out.
We want to make sure that this investigation is fair, is thorough, and is complete. And I was saying yesterday that I was not going to preempt the work of the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, as they were a really important component of this investigation itself, but seemingly they've been blocked out entirely from doing this work by the FBI and this Trump administration. So is it problematic? Absolutely. Am I concerned about this development? Of course I am. We want to make sure that there is a check on this administration to ensure that this investigation is done for justice, not for the sake of a cover-up. That's the underlying concern. First priority, safety. Second priority, get ICE the hell out of here. They are not contributing to the safety of this city. They are causing chaos in it. Not to mention a horde of constitutional violations that we see each and every day. It is of paramount importance right now that we find ways to maintain both peace and safety in our city. The top thing that this Trump administration is looking for is an excuse to come in with militarized force, to further occupy our streets, to cause more chaos, to have this kind of civil war on the streets of America in a democratically run city. We cannot give them what they want. We cannot take the bait. I'm not the same mayor that I was in May of 2020. I'm not the same person. I have learned lessons, gained experience that have made me a better mayor and a better leader. And I use those experiences every single day, including and especially during a crisis like this. Moreover, we have an entire city worth of 435,000 people out there that is very clear-eyed about what they need to do, both to get justice but also to protect these communities. And they're very clear-eyed that if someone is going down the route where they themselves are causing chaos, they themselves are creating unrest, they themselves are breaking a window or whatever it may be, that actually hurts the cause that so many of us are pushing for. So I'm confident that our community knows the best direction as to how to proceed. I'm confident that my administration here at the city is going to be working with them to get justice, to do right, and to protect these neighbors that we love.
Outside the Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building, protesters faced off with federal officers, holding signs, chanting names, and mourning a life lost. For many, the shooting was a breaking point.
Watching that woman get murdered yesterday, no more. Like, this can't continue to happen. And I can't sit home and just watch it. I feel like at least I'm here and I'll effing raise my voice as loud as I can.
Observer, anyone who's seen the video knows that she was not doing anything wrong, and that she was brutally murdered. And then to have the administration deny the facts in front of our eyes, I mean, we're not stupid. Anyone can see that. So, in my opinion, to deny the truth of that is to make people afraid to not come out and look at what ICE is doing. And so,
vote the right people in and let the wrong ones out. Because right now it's smoke and mirrors. We have somebody sitting at the head that wants to divide this whole country, that's going into other countries where he doesn't belong, because the last time I checked, you could only be president of one at a time.
Protests are now spreading far beyond Minnesota. In Boston, crowds filled the Common for a second straight day, rallying against what speakers called a nationwide immigration crackdown. In Baltimore, demonstrators gathered outside the ICE field office, holding signs reading, "The People United will defend immigrant families." In Birmingham, Alabama, photos of the woman killed, Renee Nicole Good, were illuminated with string lights and American flags.
Politics of this nation is the people. This democracy is built on average Americans across this country. We are the people in the Constitution of the United States. And it's us that must defend our Constitution, defend our laws, and ask for accountability. Because if we do not get justice for Renee, none of us have justice. And we also know that delayed justice is denied justice. And in this moment right now, we know that BCA this morning put out a press statement saying that they are leaving the investigation. We are clear about our demands. We want every agency responsible for the protection of the citizens of this great state and city to take their responsibility.
Today we are demanding action, not excuses, not delays, and not media spin. We demand the immediate arrest and prosecution of the ICE agent responsible, the public release of the agent's name, full disclosure of all video and body camera footage, termination of the agent's employment, the withdrawal of ICE from the state of Minnesota, and the establishment of a victims' compensation fund to support Renee Good's child and family.
Across the country, Americans are asking the same question. How did a routine enforcement operation end with a citizen dead? And what does that say about the system meant to protect life? As protests grow and federal forces remain on edge, the nation finds itself at another crossroads.